Today I'm sharing two powerful traffic sources that have a combined reach of 12 million visitors. Okay, so the global rank of the first traffic source is 40,000, country rank 38,000, which is USA. The traffic overview tells us that there's over 1 million visits every month. And if we have a look at the historic data, you can see that over the last 6 months, it's been pretty consistent, over 500,000. And then in the last month or two, it's shot up to over 1 million. And it looks like it might be returning back down again. And 22% of the traffic comes from the United States, 6% from India, 4% from the UK, 3% from Switzerland, and 3% from France. If we have a look at the search traffic, 100% is organic, and 4% of their traffic comes from social media. So 60% from Twitter, 14% from YouTube, 9% from Reddit, 7% from Facebook, and 3% from LinkedIn. So let's go start using the website. It is called Indiehackers.com. It's free to use, and there is an enormous community of marketers and entrepreneurs and product creators and all kinds of people who are interested in making money. So they're all on here, and there's a whole bunch of groups available as well. So here you can see the groups that I'm a member of, bloggers and content marketing. But have a look at this. Check out all these groups. We've got a whole heap of different topics available here. I mean, even Amazon Web Services is covered. So what I recommend you do is take a look through all the groups, join the ones that are of most interest to you. So you might want to start with all active groups. So this one has got 28,000 members. And that is the developers group. Then we have 27,000 members in ideas and validation. Growth has got 24,000. I mean, you're going to find something of relevance here. And if it's not, then go up to the top right-hand corner, click New Group. It's going to warn you that you shouldn't create a group that already exists. So if your specific area is not represented, then go ahead, create a new group, invite at least 10 members, and then make a commitment to stay on top of things, to keep the group running, then give it a name, give it a purpose, go ahead and create your group. Now, that's great, but what if you don't want to create your own group? What if your area of interest is already represented? Well, let's go down to the active groups again. Let's find one that I'm involved with. So, bloggers. I'm going to click that. I've already joined. Then take a look at what type of topics do well on the platform. Have a look at how people are interacting and stay within the parameters that have already been set. So if a group doesn't share links, if they're not overtly self-promotional, then neither should you be. And some of these groups have got huge numbers of members, lots of traffic going on. So when you join one that you can add value to, then click the New Post button. You can paste in a link directly so you can share your content or whatever else that might be of relevance and value to the community. Or you can add a text-based post, so just put in your copy there. And of course, always read the group guidelines before you post anything. Always follow the rules, be respectful of the community, and you're going to be fine. Perhaps a good way to use these groups could be to run a poll. So ask them a question, use it for data discovery. So learn more about the communities, learn what they need, and then provide that. So let me show you another way to use this. If we go to this burger menu there, we'll get a drop-down menu, and then let's go to products. If you click on that, you're going to see all types of products that people are listing for sale here. You can drill down to a more specific level on the left-hand side here. So if you're interested in a specific category, you're good to go there. Now, if you want to list your product on here, just click Add Your Product, put in the name, describe it in as much detail as you can, and then link to the product there. So let me show you another way to get traffic from this platform. So we've got a few options here. If we go down to contribute, check this out. You can publish in front of 150,000 of the most ambitious people on the planet. Take the time to read this section before you contribute a story. There's an additional step involved. First of all, we have to publish the story. Then we have to email the admins with a link to that story with a short pitch explaining why it should be featured as a top story. And you also have the option to start a series. A series is slightly different because it's an ongoing series of content. The apply for a series button is actually just an email address. The email address is series@indiehackers.com. Let me show you another way to use this. This is particularly good if you're interested in networking. We have this meetups button. If you click that, here's a list of all upcoming events. You can host your own meetup if you want to as well. Now, I'm going to assume that at the moment, most of these are going to be virtual meetings, and each one of these links to its own website. So for example, if I click this one, it's going to take me off site to someone else's website. So there, if I'm interested in this, I can sign up and attend that meeting. And this looks very similar to a webinar sign up. Anyway, if you're interested in setting up your own meeting, click host a meetup, give it a location, select the date, add a description, add the benefits in here because we really want people to attend. So stack the benefits, what's in it for them, then a URL to where they can sign up. Now, what if you're not interested in any of the stuff that I've shown you so far and you just want to start contributing to the platform? Well, let's go back to the homepage. Here we have all the latest activity, and if you just want to dive in and start contributing, then click new post, give it a strong title, add in a link if you have one, or put in the copy or the question, whatever it might be there, and then hit submit. And it actually gives you some really nice tips to help you get the best from it as well. So make sure that the title is easy to understand and enticing to click, all the stuff that we usually talk about on these tutorials. So that's indiehackers.com. Let's go to the next traffic source because the global rank is 4,000. Country rank is 96. This has got considerably more traffic than Indiehackers. It's called band.us, and it's got over 11 million visits every month. And we can see that historically it's doing amazingly well. So usually it gets over 20 million page views. It's dipped down slightly in the last couple of months. That's okay. It will probably bounce back again. So this is the website. It's called band.us, and it brands itself as where leaders communicate better. So this is all about networking, sharing passions, and interacting and growing your tribe. So it's free to sign up. They've got iOS and Android versions available as well, as far as I know. And there are a whole heap of communities available, spanning a wide range of niches. So if it looks good to you, go ahead, sign up for a free account. I'm going to log into mine, and immediately it's going to give me two choices. So I can create a band, which is effectively a group or a community, and then it has band guide. So if I need some help using the platform, I can click that and go through some of the documentation that they've got available. I can reach out and ask for help if I need some. Okay, so before we create a group, let's see if any relevant groups already exist, because these will have communities, well, ready-made communities that we can tap into. So here we have a search bar at the top. Let's search for something a little bit different today. Let's go for tropical. Let's go for tropical fish. Let's see what they've got. So here is a bunch of bands or groups. This one, Northwest UK, that's my location. That's where I am in the world. And there's 251 members. That's pretty good. This one has got 3,000 members, 2,000 members, 1,000 members, 200 members, 1,000, another 1,000, 300. So you can see that there's a lot of traffic available here. So if I were to want to interact with a large audience in my niche, I might go with this one. I'll click that. It should open up the group and I can see what type of activity is happening. So we can see that over the last few days, it's had quite a few member visits each day. It's dipped down slightly today and yesterday, but it looks pretty consistent. And if I want to get my message in front of all these people, then I'm going to click join this band. It's going to give me some questions to answer. Not all of them do, but if I was interested, I would agree to those and then go ahead and apply to join. Now, because this is a private group, obviously I can't see what's going on behind the scenes. So let's find a different group, one that I might be able to see what type of posts are being published. So let's go with this one. Let's see what we've got. So the first thing is to really just read the description, make sure that it's going to be of interest to you, that you can serve this community. And then if we have a look at view description, we're going to get that statistics chart so we can see how active the community is. If it looks good to you, then you can click join this band. Now the great thing about this group is they're actually showing us what's going on behind the scenes before we join. And it looks like there's quite a lot of activity here because this post has had 166 views and 44 comments and 4 engagements. So good stuff. If we have a look at those comments, hopefully it'll drop down for us. There we go. So we can see that, a fairly decent discussion is going on. And look at that. Someone's linking out to other websites. Interesting. So what about maybe something a little bit more mainstream? Let's go with health. Let's go back to the search bar, type in health, and it should give us a lot of communities. So let's go down. Okay, this one, 3,000 members. Looks like a pretty decent size audience. Let's see what's going on. Maybe they're sharing content, and yep, there we go. So people are sharing links to their website. Now, what if your niche isn't represented or it's represented poorly and you believe you can do it better? Then let's go back to the dashboard, because here you have the option to create a band. So if you click that, you will now be able to create your own community. So choose what type of community you want to start. Now we can give it a interesting image, and if you really want your community to stand out, then upload a custom image. Don't rely on any of these default ones because there are going to be dozens of other groups using the exact same image. So upload something unique. Obviously give your group a strong name. So we could go digital marketing. So that's going to be of value to the search engine here. But we also want to think about the human aspect. So we could go digital marketing : powerful new strategies, or something else that's going to appeal to their sense of curiosity. So it's going to get that click. Then you can decide what type of group, if it's going to be private, a listed group or a public group. I recommend that you go with listed or public because you want people to join. If it's private, no one's going to see it. And then click OK, and then your group will be ready. But the important thing to note with this and any strategy that we use, well, you have to be consistent, because when you are consistent, you really can achieve amazing results. Like Matt, he's making millions of dollars online thanks to my training. And if you want to know the secret and you are serious about making money on the internet, then of course you need more web traffic. So I will give you the secret traffic methods that I never share anywhere else for free when you go to profitcodepilot.com/traffic, and I'll put a link to that in the description. And if you found today's tutorial useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too. Hit that little notification bell so you never miss an update from me. And I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.